Hey, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show. Thanks for tuning in to the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM. If you're interested in sponsoring my show, you can send me an email to the MikeWagnerShow@gmail.com, or you could also donate to the podcast. Just go to the Donate Listen site, and you can also donate whatever you like. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. For those who are interested, Anchor can give you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. We've got creation tools, allows you to record and edit podcasts so it sounds great, and they'll distribute the podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple, Google, many more. And you can make money from the podcast with no minimum listenership. So download the Anchor app for free or go to Anchor FM to get started.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show brings you famous celebrities and amazing people from all over the world. Listen online at themikewagnershow.com and on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And watch the interview on YouTube. So sit back and relax and enjoy the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, and Apple. Also take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here with a wonderful lady from the Chicago area who is a Chicago-based actress and founder of Laura Orrico Public Relations LLC. She's worked with many famous celebs. She's appeared on Second City, Chicago. Also was in LA on King of Queens, that 70s show, CSI Miami, and Kevin Can Wait. And just a very talented actress, and also can make you laugh as well, too. And also has some great stories to share and has a very successful business. So live from the Second City, sitting in the very high top of the Willis Tower, formerly Sears Tower, and I think that's maybe, the 130th and 140th floor. A very sky-high career for this wonderful lady from Chicago. Ladies and gentlemen, Laura Orrico. Laura, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, thank you so much. Thanks for having me and for the great introduction.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I was going to have you sit up in the very high antennas, but maybe that's will be later on as well, too. So we'll talk more about that. I'm kidding. So, all right.
I'm afraid of heights.
Okay, now you tell me. I guess we'll have to lower it a little bit. Maybe the rooftop here. So, okay, so you've been in Chicago for quite some time. You're the founder of Laura Orrico Public Relations. You worked with many famous celebs, appeared on Second City, Chicago. You've been in Los Angeles on quite a number of shows. And before we get into all that, tell us how you got started.
Yeah, well, I was born and raised in Chicago, and growing up, I was the shyest kid in my school. So in the back of my mind, I knew I had to do something to come out of my shell because I knew I wanted to be an actress. So when I graduated from Columbia College, I went straight to Second City and started taking improv classes, and I did some shows there. And then in about 2002, picked up with my boyfriend at the time, who I would end up marrying, and we moved to LA for 12 years. And I think I started acting professionally, though, in 1999, and I still do it as a hobby to this day, but I mostly did TV work, larger parts in big TV shows across the country, from LA to New York, even here in Chicago, and then I had smaller parts in some bigger movies. So for me, TV and film acting has been a huge part of my life, and I love it.
That is amazing, too. And, of course, who are some of your favorite actors and actresses and comedians growing up, or what are some of your favorite TV shows growing up?
Yeah. So growing up, I was always into, when I was little, I would watch Three's Company growing up, and I was into old reruns, too. So I would watch I Love Lucy. Even to this day, I watch Seinfeld over and over. So
yada, yada, yada.
Exactly. But I Love Lucy in particular, and Three's Company. So Lucille Ball and John Ritter, two of my idols.
That is amazing. That was amazing. I can hear Ricky in the background, or Lucy, what are you doing?
Exactly. Such great characters, and I don't think there's been anything like it since, and I miss that type of television. I really do.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you also appeared in Second City. We talked about some of the work you've done as well too. Then you moved on to Los Angeles. You appeared on King of Queens, 70s Show, CSI Miami, and Kevin can wait and just tell us about some of that.
Absolutely. So, as an actress, I started here in Chicago doing smaller roles in television. And then when I moved to L.A., I made my homemade comedy videos that we shot, sketch and improv stuff that I would do, little impressions and characters, and I sent that out everywhere on a VHS tape.
Oh, my, that's a flashback.
Oh, yeah. And it wasn't even like it was that long ago. I mean, we were doing this in 2002 and 2003, but it was those videos that caught the attention of some casting directors, and one in particular who is from Chicago. Her name is Jenna Frey Dumont, and she's an amazing casting director. She's based in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
Started calling in for auditions like crazy, and next thing I knew, I went in for my 5th audition for a TV show on PBS called Frank TV, and I got cast as a series regular on that TV show, and it was a sketch comedy show where there's all sorts of different characters, and Frank Caliendo, as you know, is a very famous comedic impressionist. So to be on that show and be a part of something like that was so exciting, because it was always my goal to be on SNL. So that was as close as I could get, but what an amazing experience with a great cast, a great show, and I'm so grateful for it to this day, for that experience and all of those experiences.
Mm-hmm. That is amazing, too. We'll talk about some of your time in Los Angeles and, of course, a little bit of, background heading back to Chicago. Listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on iTunes, Google Play, and Apple. Also take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device, and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here with Laura Orrico, Chicago-based actress and founder of Laura Orrico PR LLC. She's worked with many famous celebs. She appeared on Second City in Chicago and in Los Angeles on Kings of Queens, 70s Show, CSI Miami, and Kevin Can Wait. And also, you also had a turning point in your life where you had to go back to Chicago. You can just tell us all about that.
Absolutely. So in 2007, my husband, who I had told you I moved out to California with from Chicago, was diagnosed with a brain tumor. And he was very, very ill for 8 years. So in 2013, he did graphic design for TV and film. So a job that he had gotten brought us back to Chicago. And he worked on an ABC show here doing graphics. And within less than a year of moving back, he had a really bad recurrence of his brain tumor. And I should mention, too, he had 9 recurrences of that tumor in 8 years during his battle. It was quite awful what he had to go through.
And how was the brain tumor got detected? What were the signs of it?
The symptoms he was having were significant migraines, and I'm not telling everybody with a headache or a migraine to go running thinking they have a brain tumor, but his were so severe that they wouldn't go away with your everyday over-the-counter medications that you take, from Walgreens or CVS or whatever. They were so severe, and we'd have to go to the ER, and then the main thing that happened was one night went to sleep and he had a grand mal seizure. So we had to call 911, and sure enough, rushed straight to the hospital. And that was when an MRI showed that he had a tumor that may have been growing for up to 10 years. So we didn't know that based on the headache symptoms. So again, I'm not trying to scare everybody because his were very different type of headaches. They wouldn't, he couldn't get relief, and then they kept getting worse and worse and increasingly painful and increasingly closer together, more frequent. So when we finally moved back to Chicago in 2013 from LA, he ended up getting very sick, like I said, within a year of us moving back here. So unfortunately, in April of 2015, he passed away.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. And you know, it was difficult. He was sick for so long, and from a caregiver and wife perspective, you kind of take control and do all you can to help your loved one because they're already suffering so much, and you want to take the burden off. So I did everything I could to handle the doctor appointments and all the day-to-day stuff in life just so he could focus on getting well and getting healthy. And so I just think of it as I'm so blessed that I had him in my life for as long as I did, because some people never meet anybody. And to have him in my life for 16 years, and we were married just short of 11, I'm at peace knowing I was so blessed. Not many people can say that. So it's very difficult, don't get me wrong, but it's something that helps me in moving forward with my life, is knowing I had somebody so wonderful.
And of course, after Ryan's passing, you were trying to figure out what to do next with your life, and what was your decision then?
Yes. So after he passed away, I spent some time just surrounding myself with family and friends, and I continued in acting a little bit. I traveled to LA. I did a commercial. I went to New Orleans. I shot a movie, and it hit me that I just needed something else. And I could keep this as a hobby. And one day a friend called me up, a celebrity friend by the name of Alfonso Rachel, called me up, and he said, I'd like for you to help me with some PR. He had known I'd been doing it for myself or my husband and other friends and celebrities in the industry. So I started doing PR for him, and then other people started finding out what I was doing and hiring me, and more people were hiring me. And now, it's already been almost 4 years. April of 2016, I opened a national PR firm, and I represent clients across the country.
Wow, that is amazing. It's almost like the idea of the old commercial from way back when. I think it was a shampoo commercial. It was so great. I told two of my friends, then told two of my friends, and told two of my friends, and so on, and so on, and so on. That sounded like the a domino effect.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think people see, and nowadays with all the exposure you can get with social media, people see you're out there doing a good thing, and it builds the confidence in your business, because if other people are happy, and with my company, we've had 100% success rate. Everybody's been happy, and they hire us again from project to project. Some people have had us on for years and just keep us on full time. And then there's the folks that hear about us on social media, other client referrals, friends, family, and it's been great. It's been great, and it's a lot of fun. It's hard work, don't get me wrong, running a business full-time and handling my clients, but it's very rewarding. We treat our clients like family, and we're very close with them, and we work very hands-on. So I'm very blessed to have this business and the way it happened in my life.
That is amazing. We'll talk more about your PR firm and some of your clients. Listen to the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. Powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google, and Apple Play. Also take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here with Laura Orrico, the founder and president, CEO of Laura Orrico Public Relations LLC. She's based out of Chicago, also a Chicago-based actress, worked with many famous celebs in acting, as well as working in PR as well, too. She appeared in Second City in Chicago. She was in Los Angeles and moved back to Chicago. She took on the role of her late husband, Ryan, who passed away with a brain tumor, and decided to form Laura Orrico Public Relations as well, too. So let's talk more about what you do for your clients and maybe some of the best clients you have, more famous ones, and just tell everybody about all what you do and what you can offer.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we've have such an amazing variety of clients, and we handle a boutique amount of clients, which means we only take on just a handful, just so we give them that focused attention that they deserve. So we've had everybody from President Ronald Reagan's son, Michael Reagan, to currently the Ides of March and Jim Peterick, and they've been together 55 years performing, and they're the longest running top 10 charting band with all members in the world.
Amazing. I still remember that song, Vehicle Man. What was it, 1970 or 71? Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Oh, yeah. It's just such a great story behind that song, and Jim wrote that for his wife. In his mind, it was kind of a joke, because he said, "What am I, your vehicle baby?" Because he was a little bit young, I think a year younger than him maybe, and he would drive her everywhere, and they were on and off in high school, and they stuck together, and all these years later, 47 years, I believe, they're still together, and they are one of the sweetest couples I know in the entertainment.
And great God in heaven, they love each other.
Exactly. Exactly, and it's a platinum record. Look at that. And the band, they're all friends, and they're wonderful people, so we've really enjoyed working with them. And yeah, we have a variety of clients, from celebrity authors. We have Marla Goldberg. We have Azina, who's a self-made millionaire, recording artist and author. We had the Federal Bar Association for 3 years.
Wow.
And each year we'd represent the president and get them interviews across the country, so we've done some amazing things for them. We have a lot of nonprofit organizations, and one of our clients another client you've interviewed is the Search for Aliveness documentary series.
Yes, Vito Pellicano. He is amazing, and he makes me alive every time I interview this guy. He makes me so alive. It's like I can't describe it.
I know. I love him. I've known him since 5th grade.
Wow, 5th grade? Oh, my goodness. That's your first client right there from the get-go. You just have to go right into your grade school. Oh, my goodness. I have to start doing that more often.
I am telling you, I credit social media, because I've reconnected with so many friends throughout the years, and then they find out what I'm doing with the business, and if they're in need of PR, it's worked out, and we've had clients from New York to LA and back, and even Spain and England. So,
wow.
And France. So some of our clients, with the small agency that I run, we do have very high-profile clients doing very big things, and we're able to get them into the press and media, and we've had clients appear on anywhere from CNN and you name it, trying to think, MSNBC and Reader's Digest and lots of big things. And they're, by working with us, they're creating a momentum for whatever it is they're doing, whether they're a politician, a public figure, a celebrity, a business, a restaurant. And you know what? It's fun. They're getting the word out there, but they're having fun doing it, and so are we.
It sounds like you have a lot of fun, too, that not only you're representing such great people, you also made some appearances yourself, too. Most recently, you've been on Chicago's WGN Morning News. You appeared on WRLS, WVON, and also appeared as Flo from Progressive as well, too, at one point. So, I mean, you just hop all over the radio dial in the Chicagoland area.
Oh, it's been a blast. Yeah, it's fun. Having lived in L.A. and still traveling for what I do with television and film periodically, and then being able to work in my hometown with WGN. They are the top-rated morning news show in their time slot, and Oh, I love them. We have so much fun. They call me in once in a while to do a fun comedy spoof and sketch comedy stuff, and we just have a blast. They're really good folks over there, and they're good people, you know. And yes, and I had the pleasure of working on Man Cow for the first 2 weeks of the launch of his newest radio show on WLS.
Oh my gosh!
Host, and that was a blast. And I've co-hosted on Chat Daddy's show on WVON, and our Chat Daddy Sims is his name, and he's a dear friend. And yeah, it's really fun getting to do what I do on both ends, from the television and film acting to the PR stuff, and being in the entertainment industry to a certain aspect, no matter what I'm doing, is fun. Very fulfilling.
and of course, you've also been featured in Hollywood.com, Hollywood in Toto, and Forbes and more. And just tell us about that, not just on the airwaves and in TV, but also in print as well, too, the word's getting out.
Right, yeah, we've made national news with the PR firm. We're doing great things here, and a lot of people have been finding out about it. So I'll get calls for interviews, and one of them being Forbes, which was amazing, and they did a little highlight on me and my company. And the radio and television shows I've been on across the country, able to talk about my acting career and the business, you know, it's been amazing, and I'm so humbled by it, and that people care what I'm doing. You know, I'm just I'm just somebody like the rest of everyone else, getting out there, doing my job. But the difference is, I think some people don't love what they do, and I'm very blessed to be able to say that every day I love what I'm doing. I work with great people. I work with Taylor, who you've interviewed.
Yeah, she was fantastic, and I still have her with a journaling book or something. I still got that, and working on it as well, too. It's been fantastic.
Her time capsule journal.
Time capsule, yes, that's it. Oh, gosh, I need coffee, I'll tell you.
I do, too, and I don't drink it, so we need to get some coffee over here. But
oh, there you go. I have one of those video chats where it's like we pretend we're in Chicago, but we're in different areas, you know, having coffee. Could do that, too.
Nobody needs to know we're not together right now.
Shh, it's a secret, although it's on social media and on Facebook. Shh.
We'll make them think we're together right now.
There you go, yeah. and of course, just like the Geico lizard, I always say, if you love what you're doing, it's not a job.
You know, I believe that wholeheartedly. And every day to be able to wake up, and I work from home. I mean, what a blessing that. It's a blessing and a curse. Some people, you know, at the end of the day, they get to get in the car and go home. I'm still here. But at the same time, I have the flexibility to work from wherever I want to. Taylor and I work together. She's an amazing employee. I love having her. And the fact that we can get in the car and go a company, if we have a local Chicago client, we head into the city, work from ABC for the day, help a client with a TV appearance or radio appearance, and be able to be very hands-on. And to travel, too, if needed. If I have a client in L.A. and I need to be somewhere, or New York, I can do that, too. But most everything I do, I can do from the comfort of my home.
That is amazing, too. The best part about we'll have you talk about, once again, how they can reach you. And what do you consider your most favorite project, the most challenging, and what's your most memorable moment?
Yeah, in life in general, or for
it can be anything.
My most memorable moment was when I first moved to L.A., let's say within a year or two of moving out there, I was working on a movie called Something's Gotta Give with Jack Nicholson and Diane Keaton, Keanu Reeves. What a cast. I was just a stand-in and a double for an actress by the name of Amanda Peet. But I took the job because I was looking at it like an acting class.
Wow.
And Nancy Meyer, who is the director, you get to read the lines with these actors. So as the stand-in, I was rehearsing lines with Jack Nicholson. And one day I walked on set, and I didn't realize during our rehearsal that I'd be reading with him. A lot of times you read with the other stand-ins while they set up lighting and everything. And I walk into the room mid-sentence of my script because that was my part to enter. And the next thing I know, I'm hearing Jack Nicholson. So I'm acting with Jack Nicholson.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah. Oh, so surreal. And just what a legend. And to be able to say that I did that. But it was a dream come true. Well, yes, I would have liked to be in the movie and be acting with him, but just to be able to rehearse that and run lines with him, what an amazing experience.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like working with Jack Nicholson was a great experience. And how about the others as well, too? You mentioned about Diane Keaton, and I'm trying to think. You also mentioned Amanda Peet, and also trying to remember who else it was. What was it like working with them? Yeah, Keanu Reeves, that's it.
Oh, he's a sweetheart. Very good people. Just down to earth. I remember talking with Diane Keaton a few times on set, and I worked on that movie for a good 2 months, and everybody, I'm trying to think, Jon Favreau was in it. The gentleman from Starsky and Hutch, I'm blanking on his name, but I got to work with him as well. Oh my goodness.
What was it, David Soul, or was his partner? David Soul's the one I recognize. I don't remember the other one, or the name.
I want to say Paul Michael David, and that's wrong, isn't it?
Paul Michael Glazer, I think. Yes, that's it.
Glazer.
It's like...
You said it. Yep.
Oh, bingo. What do we win?
Yay! So being able to work with all these legends in one place, on one set, and little me from Chicago, I cannot tell you what an experience that was, to be able to witness everybody's different style of acting and everybody's personality on and off camera. So cool. So often you hear stories of like, oh, so-and-so, this actor or that actor wasn't very nice. Each and every one of them was not only nice, but so professional. And it was fascinating to be able to watch each one of them be directed by the director and act and be in the moment and just watch them. They're people like us. A lot of people don't realize that. They're obviously, they're people too. And they're just doing their job.
Mm-hmm. And
able to do it with them was
that's a
truly
and that's a whole point about most of the things people don't realize, that we all have jobs to do, just like many of us, you, me, average listener, or even say Michael Jordan or anybody from the Cubs. It's like you get up, you get yourself ready for the day, put on a uniform, put on your face, whatever, go to work, and then you come home to your family, your loved ones, your pets, go out with friends, or just sit down, have a drink, have something to eat. Everybody go back to bed and do the same thing the next day.
Yeah, and that's what makes the world go around. If we all did the same thing, it wouldn't work. And everybody's doing their thing and doing different things, and that's what it's all about. And I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Okay, and what are some of your upcoming projects as well, too, if you're a firm?
Yeah, so right now we are working on Michael Reagan's initiative with the Reagan Legacy Foundation. He's doing the Walkway to Victory, which is located in France,
mm-hmm.
in Normandy, France. And you can purchase a brick in honor or in memory of your loved one. And they just commemorated, I believe it was the 75th anniversary of D-Day. Back in June.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an ongoing initiative, so you can donate a brick and have it there in perpetuity at the Airborne Museum in Normandy, France. And it's really a beautiful thing they're doing, and proceeds go towards the Reagan Legacy Foundation. And they also will benefit veterans currently serving on the USS Ronald Reagan, which is fantastic. So you can go to the Reagan Legacy, you can Google the Reagan Legacy Foundation and check it out, and the Walkway to Victory is located there. So that's what we're doing now. And then this weekend is our client, the Ides of March 55th anniversary show. So last week they just celebrated 55 years together,
mm-hmm.
and this Saturday is their big show that's being taped for a television special. And we're really excited about that. It's at the Genesee Theater, just outside Chicago,
mm-hmm.
and I encourage everybody who's listening that's nearby to check it out.
That'd be
October 26th.
That'd be amazing too. And of course, just a few more things here. We know you're very busy, but it's great to have you on. Love to have you on again soon. Who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
Biggest influence in my career, I would say, would be my parents. My father passed away when I was 9, but he had an amazing sense of humor. He was very outgoing and so fun and treated me like gold. And because even though I had him just such a short amount of time in my life, I remember vividly he just treated me so wonderfully. I was an only child. My mother was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis when I was 3 years old. So my mom is another amazing influence. So when I say both of them, I mean it, because I had his sense of humor and the love that he gave to me. And my mother raised me to be independent, financially responsible, and work hard and be kind to people. And I have that with me every day, and I believe that is such a huge part of who I am today.
Wow, that is amazing. I am so happy for you, I'll tell you that. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Stay positive. I think so many people in this world get so negative these days, and it's so easy to get down and feel down about yourself, and then it ends up being a domino effect where once you get one negative thought, it keeps happening and happening. And I'm guilty of it. We all are. Mm-hmm. But the best thing you can do, and I tell this to everyone, is try to smile every day, try to stay positive. I listen to music before I go to bed, or I'll watch a comedy show or even an old sitcom rerun before I go to bed to put something positive in my brain, or have a great conversation with a friend. First thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I play music, and I try to boost my own mood and stay happy and stay positive and find the best in everything and everybody.
That is fantastic and something to keep in mind. And Laura, just want to say a big thank you as well to Laura Orrico, the founder of Orrico Public Relations LLC based out of Chicago. And tell us once again about your upcoming projects, your website, how do people contact you, and where can some people find your previous work as well?
Great. Sounds good. Yeah, absolutely. So the previous, actually go to my website, Laura Orrico, ORRICO, PR.com. That's my company website. So you could reach out to us there via email, or you can email me at Laura Orrico, LauraOrrico @gmail.com. And we can discuss anything that you have in as far as needs for PR. And then my acting website is LauraOrrico.com. And same thing, you can find all of that on social media, Laura Orrico Public Relations and Laura Orrico the actress, just by looking me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, everywhere and anywhere. I'm all over. And upcoming projects, so much to talk about. So I tell everybody stay tuned on the updates on both of our websites and social media for that.
That is amazing, too. And Laura, just want to say you've been fantastic. A big thank you for your time. Looking forward to have you on again soon in the Windy City. We got to have some coffee sometime. And do us a favor, keep this up to date. Love to have you back on again.
Oh, I love that. Absolutely. And you keep me up to date as well. And I look forward to chatting again. And thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Listen online at themikewagnershow.com and on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And watch the interview on YouTube. Also, become a sponsor of the program and or donate today at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again tomorrow for another episode of The Mike Wagner Show.